It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is showtime. The Geno Jones Show. So I'm coming to you live and in living color, Monday through Friday. That's Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out in Los Angeles. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, like, and binge watch all my back episodes. So let's jump the show. Oh, by the way, today is the second day of Black History Month nationwide, because every day, nationwide here on the Geno Jones Show, every day is Black History Day. But February, nationally, maybe outside of Florida, this is another conversation where Governor Too Short says no teaching anything about African American history and culture, no, because it has no redeeming value. You know, I don't talk about people's mother, because I would die for my mother. And I would die for my mother, and some other people, they may have a problem with their life if they bother my mother. But Governor Too Short, if you feel that African American history and culture, language has no redeeming value, then your mom probably feels that your ass don't have any redeeming value. I don't want to say your mama don't have any redeeming value, because that wouldn't be nice. But I digress. So, start off with some good news. So, I know, listen, there's so many fans of hip-hop. I love it myself. I love all music. I'm down with the culture. Hip-hop has been around, listen, 50 years. So, I grew up with hip-hop. Hip-hop, like R&B, funk, hip-hop kid. Right, if you were vibing in the late 70s, I mean, if you were like a kid and in high school in the late 70s or early 80s or whatever, man, come on. Hip-hop is celebrating its 50th year anniversary this year, 50 years of hip-hop, and the Grammys is having a huge celebration, and, man, they're putting in the work. So now, I don't know if this is everybody, because it's not everybody, but just here are some of the names that's going to be a part of this 50 years of hip-hop celebration on the Grammys. Is going to be this Sunday, as a matter of fact. So we got Big Boy, who just had a birthday a couple days ago. Happy birthday. I think Big Boy turned, the Big Nickel, the Big 50, somewhere around there. So Big Boy from Outkast. Let's see, we got De La Soul, we got De La Soul, and Busta Bus, Busta Rhymes, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Missy. Congratulations to Missy Elliott, Misdemeanor Elliott. She was nominated to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think she's going to be the first. Is she the first female hip-hop artist to be nominated, to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? That's real big. I got Grandmaster Flash is going to be a part of this celebration. Ice-T is going to be part of the celebration. Lil Baby, Lil Wayne, Public Enemy, Queen Latifah, Run DMC. You can't celebrate 50 years of hip-hop and not have Public Enemy and Run DMC not be a part of it. But they are both a part of it. Salt and Pepper and Spinderella. I'm glad, because, you know, it was a little tension. So I'm glad that they worked that thing out. And because they should be. You can't celebrate 50 years of hip-hop and not have part of the story. Not have Salt and Pepper and Spinderella. You can't. I mean, you ain't telling a story. You can't leave. That's a major part of it. And Latifah, Scarface, Swizz Beatz. I don't know if Alicia, rest in peace, power in paradise, Aaliyah. I don't know if Alicia Keys, you know, that's Swizz Beatz, Swizz's wife. She's not the hip hopper, but that's her husband. So she gonna be there to support him. So Swizz Beatz, Too Short. Those are some of the names. I don't think it's everybody. So we'll see Sunday. Jay, look, you can't celebrate 50 years of hip-hop and not have Jay too. But I know, Jay busy, he rubbing elbows and shoulders with the National Football League owners, and you got Rihanna doing the suit. So maybe he's there with Rihanna at Rihanna's practice, because she is rehearsing, getting ready to do her halftime performance at the Super Bowl a week from this Sunday. Not this Sunday, a week from this Sunday in Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the halftime show. And I'm watching the game because you know what? This is the first time in history 2 black quarterbacks are going to be starting in the Super Bowl. Shout out to my man Patrick Mahomes, and shout out to my man Jalen Hurts. And shout out to Jalen Hurts. His agent is a black woman, and I can't remember her name. So it's like the first time that a black female agent has had a client in the Super Bowl like that. So shout out Jalen. There you go. Got the sister, making sure that he's securing them bags. Because he's not getting a big bag yet, because, he didn't go in the first round. If you're not like one of the first 15, 20 players drafted in any given year, you don't get like the real big guaranteed check up front. But if Jalen Hurts wins the Super Bowl, I'm sure that sister gonna be like, show me the money, honey, because my client, you got to cut a big ass check. Matter of fact, you just need to name the bank of Jalen Hurts, the bank of Hurts, because it's gonna hurt your pocketbook. Because if that brother wins the Super Bowl, cha-ching, ching, ching, she gonna get a nice little percentage of that. When the agents get what I think. Something like 4%, something like that. Anyway, she gonna get a nice little check too. So it's gonna be, the culture is gonna be represented in spite of the NFL and all of its racism, and still, the way they hire coaches. Yeah, they hired a black coach in Houston, but dude, I'm happy for DeMeco Ryans. He played for the Texans. His wife is from Houston. But that owner, I know, take the job, do good, and get your ass out of there. But I know, I heard that your wife wanted to go back home to Houston. I understand that. But I'm rooting for you. Not rooting for you to, beat teams that I like. Because I don't have a favorite team, like I told you, not in the NFL. The White Sox, Chicago White Sox, Major League Baseball, and the Lakers, who showed out. Come on, AD. You look like you're trying to get some rhythm. LeBron doing your thing, and y'all looking okay, but we need some shooters. Rob Pelinka, shooters, like guys that can shoot 3-pointers, them kind of shooters, okay? Because I know some of y'all need some shooters, man. No, not them kind of shooters. We need guys that can shoot threes, that can shoot them 27-footers. Man, if we could get Damian Lillard, I know that's just a pipe dream. I digress. So, big celebration, 50 years of hip-hop celebration, Sunday night at the Grammys. I'm going to play a video at the end of the show. It'll be a relatively short monologue because tomorrow my weekend review show, and all my monologues have been fired talking about Tyrese Nichols. As a matter of fact, which is going to lead me to where I'm going right now. So apparently some, if not all, the 5 quote-unquote policemen, former policemen, who are all black, who murdered Tyree Nichols, and they murdered him. Yes. I said what I meant what they said. Because you saw it. I saw it on TV. They literally beat this man to death. He died 3 days later. Probably had they not had him, on a ventilator and everything. He, unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know what was fortunate. That he hung on for 3 days. He probably suffered, all kind of brain damage. You saw it. You couldn't recognize his face. I digress. So, these 5 former police officers, I'm going to say that, police officers in air quotes, were members of a black fraternity. So, the Divine Nine, you heard me talk about the Divine Nine. So the Divine Nine is a group of 9 fraternities, black fraternities, and sororities, and they call them the Divine Nine. And they're really all about community service, and culture, at their core. It's about service. Anybody, I'm not in a fraternity, but I have a lot of friends that are, in fraternities and black sororities, and they will tell you at their core, Kayla is a member of a black sorority. And she will tell you about, they call her, she'll say her sorors, the sorority sisters and the fraternity brothers are about service. And what we saw in that video when these policemen beat Tyree Nichols to death, that wasn't about service. But some of them apparently, they were wearing the Omega symbol for their fraternity. So Omega Psi Phi, the fraternity, has revoked all of their memberships because the fraternity took a lot of heat because initially they made a statement and they condemned the actions, but people was like, wait a minute, come on, y'all. Y'all down with them still being in the fraternity? Did they really, do they represent Omega men? So it got really hot, and I guess the leadership of the Omegas say, yo, man, they got to go. So the fraternity has officially revoked their membership. Now, you may say, is that a big deal? That ain't a big deal. Listen, trust me. If you're not in a fraternity, a black fraternity or a sorority, talk to somebody that is and ask them, is it a big deal if your fraternity or sorority revokes your membership? That is a big deal. That is what did Joe Biden say that time to Barack Obama? That is a big effing deal. Yeah, that's a big deal. So better late than never to the Omegas, because they didn't represent you. They didn't represent black men. They didn't represent black people. They didn't even represent humanity, because their actions were inhuman. Animals in the wild don't kill like that. Animals in the wild, they kill out of hunger and for protection. Not over, we don't even know what their issue was. So I just wanted to share that with you. Shout out to everybody watching. All right, we got a lot of folks watching live. Thank you, everybody. Please tell everybody. So please subscribe to the channel. Please, as a matter of fact, if you would like to make a donation, I'm going to support the channel because we have some financial goals for 2023. We have some meetings, so we have some sponsors lined up. But if you just like to make a small donation, I'm gonna give you some information pretty soon. Where if you are a fan of the show and you would like to just contribute to the show and the company, the media company, so we can continue to grow, that'll be great. I'll appreciate it because the more the show grows financially, the more the company grows financially, it will allow the show to do a lot more things. We're going to be moving into new facilities at the end of the month. They're going to be temporary new facilities, because in about anywhere between 18 to 24, maybe 12 to 18 months, we're going to be moving into some permanent new facilities. It's really going to be nice. But these temporary new facilities are going to be nice too. But then, like I said, in about 18 months, 12 to 18 months, it's really going to be next level. So I'm excited about that. So if you would like to contribute financially to the growth of Geno Media, LLC, and the Geno Jones Show, I'm going to let you know. I'll give you some Cash App information and some other information coming up real soon. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I do appreciate everybody. Of course, my #1 fan and my executive producer, my mother, Mary Dixon. Mother, I love you more than life itself. Groove Master Dre, you're going to be a guest tomorrow. We're going to run it back, Keela Carson, because last Friday there was no live show, but there will be a live show tomorrow. And my guests are scheduled to be my weekend review panel crew, my weekend review crew. I like to rhyme. My weekend review crew, Miss Keela Carson, Groove Master Dre. We got the Grammys Sunday, so we got a lot to talk about. We can go ahead and talk about Tyree. And we're going to talk about, and Keela will be with us. So I'm going to let her explain to you how big of a deal when your fraternity or sorority revokes your membership. Because that's a big effing deal. And she will explain to you exactly. And how rare that is. That's not common that a fraternity revokes your membership. You got to really F up to get your membership revoked. If for no other reason, because they like to collect them dues. Now they want their money. When they say, "No, we don't even want your money. We want your ass out of here because you do not represent this fraternity, this Greek organization or sorority in any way. You are the antithesis of what the Black Greeks and the Divine Nine stand for." So shout out to you all. I can't send out enough love to the Black Greeks, the Divine Nine, and specifically the Omega Psi Phi brothers that got wind. These dudes were so bold. Y'all out there committing crimes, mayhem, and murder, beating people to death, and wearing the Omega symbol. They didn't even care and think that, hey man, I got this Omega stuff on. Man, that's going to embarrass the bros. That's going to embarrass the fraternity. They do not take kindly to that. I'm telling you, trust me, I know enough. You do stuff to embarrass the fraternity, you're going to have a problem. So now you see what I meant. So they was like, look, y'all ass got to go. So speaking of got to go, I got to go. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you. You, and especially you. And God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show. I come to you live once again, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. You and everybody you know and don't know, everybody that you like, that you love, that you ain't too crazy about, that you can't stand, that you hate, strangers and aliens from outer space. The folks is on that green comet that you're going to see when you look up in the sky. You got this green comet that we haven't seen it like in 50,000 years. So comets are basically like these frozen gases. It's like a frozen ball, and the ball consists of all these frozen gases. Because you know, like the galaxy and the universe is so huge. And way out there, it's super, super cold. And I don't know what makes these frozen gases form into a ball, and every now and then the ball forms and you'll see them shooting through the universe. So one of these comets, they call it a green comet, because it's something about the molecules in the comet when it hits the ultraviolet, the sunlight, the UV light, which is the rays from the sun. It has a green kind of glow and hue to it. So you can see that tonight. They say once it's really dark, if you live in the city, it's going to be tough with all the city lights. But if you live way out in the country or nowhere, and it's just a clear sky, you can look up and you'll see it. So, but tell them to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, like, binge watch, and copy and paste the link. Share the show on social media. Screen grab some of the show. You can screen grab a couple minutes and put it up on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, WhatsApp, anywhere. Put it up on your YouTube channel. Share it on your YouTube. I'll share it. Send it everywhere. Send it to everybody, especially folks you don't like. Send it to the MAGA cult. Hell, send it to Orange Hitler's ass. Tell him I said hello and goodbye. Send it to Governor Too Short in Florida. Governor Death Sentence, Governor Too Short. I'm going to get in his tail next week. But I'm going to get out of it. It is Black History Month, since he's trying to basically ban Black history. He's banned Black history, the teaching of African American. So now you can, in high school, you can take an advanced placement course in German culture and Irish culture and Italian culture. Oh, by the way, Governor Too Short's ancestors are from Italy, and Japanese history and culture, and the history and culture AP course in Spain, Spanish history and culture, European history and culture, Japanese history and culture, but somehow African American history and culture has no redeeming values. Your mama don't have no redeeming values. And she should have swallowed your ass when she had you. I said it, and I meant it, and I don't give a damn who don't like it. Yes. Should have just had a big gulp. You know, the big cold cups, the big gulp. Should have just had a big gulp and swallowed your ass. Woo! I know. Hey, I know, that's a hard punchline right there. You'll never believe where I got that punchline from. Well, I might tell you one day. Maybe tomorrow. I ain't going to tell you. I'll just give you a clue. Now, you'll probably know. I'll save it. Well, I'm going to give you the clue and I'm going to get out of here. So the person I got the punchline from is actually watching the show right now. That's all I'm going to say. All right. The next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be Friday, my weekend review show with my crew, Groovemaster Dre. You with me? I know you with me. Post something in my chat room. Just give me a thumbs up. Say, yo, G, I'm riding with you. It's Friday. You know how we get down. Give me a confirmation. Keela Carson. So those are going to be my. They are the guests who are scheduled to appear on the show. Now, schedules can change, but those are our scheduled, our booked guests. Yes, sir. Confirmation. Groovemaster Dre, my dog. Yes, sir. Going into the Grammys. So you know we're going to chop it up about the Grammys. And Keela Carson's going to chop it up about the Grammys and the Black Greeks, the fraternities and the sororities, the Divine Nine. All right, everybody. Speaking of Black history, shout out to my man, rapper Shice DiBiase. He's got a really powerful new video. I will close the show. I will end the show by showing you this video. It's really powerful. It's called I Am Black History. I grew up in Chicago. Every Saturday morning, Operation Push would come on the radio. Reverend Jesse Jackson, when they would get started, or somewhere during that whole live broadcast, they would have like a call and response, like a chant. Call by the person, response from the audience. In the black community, we call it call and response. He would say, I am, and the crowd would say, somebody. I am somebody. And this video is, I am Black History. Y'all say it with me. I'm going to say, I am, you say Black History. I am Black History. I am Black History. I am Black History. I love you. I really do. As always, be blessed. Pray for peace. Let's check out I Am Black History. My man, Shice DiBiase. I'll see you live Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Let's check it out. I Am Black History.
Up, that's what the cops saying, I can't breathe. But they rather choke you out and leave you dead on the street. Malcolm X told us to go and get it by any means. Calling us a bunch of lowlights and words and dope fiends. They pull us over at the lights like I got stuff between my seats. I can't reach for my license, they think I'm reaching for my peace. He asking me where I just came from, like this ain't the land of the free. Like we all come from trap houses, places we don't need to be. I swear I can't sleep, these people trying to creep. I got the cops after me, and these people in the streets. Jack boys trying to prowl, so I gotta keep that heat. I learned that from the Black Panthers, to always keep my peace, and to always keep the peace. Rosa Parks took a seat. They rather feel when they see their brother get beat like Rodney King. I gotta keep my eyes open, can't let them catch me slipping. They trying to keep me down when I die, I was destined to be like Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, or Martin Luther King. It's black history, I'm black history, trying to keep the legacy my ancestors left to me. I let you when I die, I was destined to be like Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, or Martin Luther King. I'm just trying to be a legend, yeah. Would they do that? Enemies shooting they shots, then I'ma shoot back. I ain't trying to create violence and I ain't trying to promote it. I just wanna be the voice of the streets and be golden. I just wanna be goated. I just wanna be quoted. I wanna be known to my family that shites never folded. I got a fetish to learn. My teacher said my brain was loaded. How can't you teach your kid to be a leader? The key word is molded. I'm talking trees, sacks, pills. I done sold it. If you teach me, I apply and I will note it. I will chase my success, know this. If I say it, I mean it, and you will notice. It's black history, I'm black history, trying to keep the legacy my ancestors left to me. A legend when I die, I was destined to be like Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, or Martin Luther King. It's black history, I'm black history, trying to keep the legacy my ancestors left to me. A legend when I die, I was destined to be like Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, or Martin Luther King. Hey, shout out to Abraham Lincoln, man. He signed the papers, the free slaves. You know, we gotta start doing stuff with substance. A lot of y'all talking about y'all versatile, y'all do it for the people. But I don't see that, so that means we ain't equal. I don't even see you, you see through. A lot of y'all ain't even on my level, but I'm trying to help you to get on my level. If you can't respect this, you can't respect nothing. And if you don't change, you will never be.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.